I'm back. So if you missed last night's live stream, we had a big super secret announcement, which is that the ParaCozy Book Club is back in business. So we are back. Every single month, middle of the month, we are going to have a book club discussion about a paranormal cozy mystery. So just like before, we're going to keep it separate from the Cozy Escape Book Club, which Courtney is still running, and then the ParaCozy Book Club, which I am running. It was just a lot to do both, but now that my schedule's kind of like settled down, I can do the ParaCozy Book Club mid-month, and that's kind of it. And then Courtney can do the Cozy Escape Book Club at the end of the month like we always had it before. But each of us will be running them solo. So then that is great news for you because now you get 2 book clubs every month. Now, this month, which is coming up, which is July, is going to be paranormal women's fiction as our theme. Now, there's a lot of different paranormal women's fiction books, and some of them are urban fantasy, some of them are romance, some of them I have no idea what they're about. They're just like about nothing, which is totally fine. And but we tried to find ones this month for you that are focused on mysteries, whether it's like a whodunit, a murder, or a crime, or just trying to figure something out. Our main character is doing a little bit of sleuthing. So here are 3 things you need to do. The first thing you need to do is join the Facebook group. The link is below. The second thing you need to do is join the mailing list so you get alerts every time everything comes up. And then the third thing you need to do is go inside the Facebook group and vote for the book that you want to read for July. So today is Thursday, so we'll close up voting on Sunday night. And then on Monday, I will announce which book won, and that will be the book that we read. So you have a whole month to read it until we meet for ParaCozy Book Club. All right, let's go. I'm Lisa, author of the Frosted Misfortunes Cozy Mystery Series, starring my own little kitty cat, Lucky. On this channel, we talk all about mysteries, whether those are books, TV shows, or movies. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos whenever we want to talk about ParaCozy Book Club, or if I have time. I don't want to promise anything. I used to post every week, but right now we're just going to stick to the ParaCozy Book Club. All right. I have 6 different choices for you this month, so let's get into those. The first 2 are both by one of my favorite authors, Melinda Chase, and I will tell you what each of them is about. They both have multiple books in the series, so this way, if you like them, there's a bunch of other books you can start reading right after book club. The first one is Gone with the Witches, book number 1 in the Accidentally Magical at Midlife series, which is book 1 of 4. And so this is about a bookshop owner who owns a bookstore near the beach with her friend. And her best friend, it turns out, is secretly a fae princess who is on the run. And the people she's running from have now found her. There is a talking cat, a talking dog, and lots of other magical creatures running around. The second Melinda Chase book is 40 Fabulous and Fae, book number 1 of 8 in the Midlife Mayhem series. So this is about an ex-district attorney who is living back at home after a divorce with her mom and her grandmother, who just tell her it's not a big deal. The whole family is cursed, which she doesn't believe until her mother's shop, which is an occult witch shop, ends up with 3 dead bodies. So as an ex-district attorney, I'm kind of excited to see how she goes about solving these crimes. The next book is Curvy and Cursed by Rosalie Hunter, which is book 1 of 5 in the Enchanted at 40 series. And this is about a woman who is deeply in love with her best friend, and she finally has the courage at age 40 to tell him that she's in love with him, except he's just returned from vacation with a beautiful fiance. So she decides to finally leave town and ends up in a magical new town where she works at a bookstore that has no customers, and for some reason she's the only one that can read the book. So there are 2 hot, hunky immortals fighting for her attention, and a ton of other mysteries going on that she needs to solve. The next book is Witch's Block by Amy Boyles, and this is number 1 in the Accidental Medium series. And if you've never heard of Amy Boyles, why not? Pretty much everything she writes, I read. It doesn't even matter if it's paranormal women's fiction, a cozy mystery. If she wrote a romance or an urban fantasy, I would read it. I'm a big fan of hers. So this book, though, is about a writer, get it, witch's block, like writer's block, and she is not magical. However, she has created this really great facade and has some great marketing where everyone thinks that she's a witch. However, her ex-husband calls her out and kind of ruins her reputation and, of course, all of the precious book marketing that she's done up to this point. So she also, just like our last book, travels to a magical place. She doesn't know it's magical. She thinks she's just going on a writer's retreat, but there's a lot of strange things going on, like everybody's dressed up like it's Halloween. So she is trying to get settled in, not really sure what's going on, and then her ex-husband ends up dead, and now she is the prime suspect. The next one is Midlife or Death by Cindy Stark. And this is number 1 of 7 in the Sweet Mountain Witches. And it's about a witch named Daisy who just happens to have zero interest in coven politics, which, you know, I guess there are a bunch of different witches, so this is a huge magical world, and they're all running for a seat on the coven. Now, her family's never been there or had a seat. It's not a big deal, but her mom and her grandmother really want her to run for office and get back in the game. She can't say no, so she does it. And before she can figure out if she's going to win or not, her arch nemesis ends up dead with her as the prime suspect. The next one is Midlife and Magically Marked by Leona Knight, and this is number 1 of 3 in the 7th Path. And instead of divorce, this is actually about a woman whose husband died on their honeymoon. So he mysteriously dies, she gets a strange mark on herself, and his body ends up disappearing from the morgue. She gets a letter from a long-lost relative giving her a big inheritance, along with a note that says, your husband's death was not an accident. So that's a wrap. Those are your 6 books to choose from for July for what we will be reading together. And I already have 3 book giveaways lined up for you. And then obviously whatever book we pick, most likely the author usually gives away the second book in the series. So very excited about restarting the ParaCozy Book Club. Remember, 3 things to do. 1, join the Facebook group with the link below. 2nd, make sure to join our mailing list. And 3rd, vote for the book that you want to read before Sunday for July. All right, I hope everyone's having a fabulous and wonderful Thursday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, say goodbye to everyone, Lucky. Say bye-bye. Say we'll see you in the next vlog.